What's going on, everybody? Gavin Carpenter, Jonquil Lawn and Landscape, coming to you from the ATL. Wanted to check with you guys and give you an update. I've been having a bunch of y'all message me in regards to some of the mowers I had posted that we picked up brand new last year. I know there are very few, if not maybe 2 or 3 videos on the SDX, which Hustler came out with last year. So I wanted to do a review on that. So that's what I'm gonna do. On the SDX, we'll start with that one. I'll do a trim star actually as a separate video because 2 different mowers and some people might not be looking for the same. So, all right, so this one, we've had this a year. If I remember date wise, we are almost right on probably a year to the day, if not pretty darn close. So this is a 2016 Hustler fastrak SDX. It's a 54-inch. It's got the upgraded Kawasaki FX motor. So you have the fastrak, and then the fastrak Super Duty, and then the SDX, which the difference in the X is you get the Kawasaki commercial FX engine versus the, I want to say it's the FS engine that they have. And again, they're all different sizes, but the SDX has bigger front tires on the forks. They are not the no flats, they have air in them. And it has the upgraded, I believe, the seat and the engine, which is the FX engine. And I'll show you all that in a little bit. But this mower's been great. We've got a total of, what do we got? 222 and a half, 1 year to the day. So 222 hours. I can give a pretty darn thorough review on this thing, and I will tell you with no other consideration that this thing is the bomb, the jam, the Mac Daddy. It hammers through some rough stuff, doing some cleanups and things. It'll hammer through it. It gives a great finish cut. 54-inch worked for us. In terms of size, for some of the bigger half-acre properties we take care of, a lot of them are half-acre, a little more, a little less, and then we have the trim star, which will take care of some of the smaller yards. So the 54, I'm very happy. The engine has plenty of power. Again, the FX, so it's got more torque to it. It's got the canister air cleaner. I'm looking for the engine. There it is, right there. Engine FX 691. Oh, here. Sorry, didn't even see it. Whoop. Clean that up and I'd see it. FX 691. So it's got 2 air cleaners. It's got the canister air filter, and as well as another air filter. So you get some good hours before you have to change them, depending on the conditions. So read your manual, y'all. But it's been great. I've changed it twice with the dry summer we had. It was in my best interest to make sure that canister was clean. And if y'all aren't familiar with it, don't take that canister filter out and start looking at it. Know about how many hours and the conditions you've been running, so you know when to change it. Because if you pull that thing out, it's called dusting the carburetor. When you pull that thing out, all that crap settles in there, and then when you fire it back up, it's immediately into the carb. So be careful. Oil changes, we do a lot of the service ourselves here. Oil filters, common. I'd gotten some OEM Kawasaki filters off eBay. Got a discount buying the quantity because my trim star that I have is the same oil filter, so I went ahead and just bought like a dozen, got a good price on it. This arm, very few properties. This is the ROPS, the roll bar on it. It's wonderful to be able to put it up when you do need it for the enclosed trailer we have. Putting it down is nice. It will fit with it up, but just for storage purposes and not having to walk around it if you got to get by the mower, it works good. The tires on this are an upgraded size. I don't know if they're bigger. I think they're more just wider. Don't quote me on it. It's been a while since I looked at the specs, but these tires will hold a hill pretty darn good. I don't have any issues with it. Now, obviously, you get on some properties and you're by the water and you got wet grass, or if you're on fescue and it's wet, oh yeah, you'll slide. But this thing in general will hold a hill. I'm 250 pounds, so me being on this mower on the hillside, it'll hold. But again, I know what I feel comfortable with, and I'll push the limits, but I'm not an idiot. So the belt cover, you can see the belt cover that's on it. So on this model, it's a plastic cover. I like to keep it off, and the reason being is, especially last summer, we had so many dusty conditions. You get so much buildup under there, under those spindles and on the belts. I really like to drop the deck all the way down and get our big blowers on there and at least blow it out once a day while we're doing yards. We do 15 plus yards a day on average, so and using this mower 2/3 of the time. So I don't like the buildup that's on it. When you put those covers on, you can still blow under it, but it still hides these ends on the spindles. So I personally take it off. It's what it is, your preference. It's good. The seat that's on it is very comfortable. Armrest, fully adjustable forward and back. I'm taller, I'm 6'4". Worker that's with me's 6 foot. So I like to sit further back, a little more comfortable. The stock heights on the arms are fine for me, just having them all the way up. So that works. It's a great mower, guys, I'm telling you. I'm just kind of just talking about it, but all these things I haven't had an issue with. The only issue I've had is we had a noise, and it was the spindle went bad. It's a closed system, so you can't grease them. Again, I had 100, I think at the time I had about 130 hours on it, and brought it in, had it back in a couple days, no big deal, warranted, bam. So the seat, so just to finish up on the seat, very comfortable, armrest, fully adjustable, dig it. It's not, I believe that's not their top of the line seat, but it is quite comfortable. I don't have any issues. Fuel tank. So this unit, if you get into the X1 or something bigger, you'll have dual tanks. This one still has just the single tank. Now it's a 5-gallon tank, and this thing being an FX engine, it'll chew some fuel, but it doesn't drink it as fast as you think. Personally, I wish it had another fuel tank ideally, but this model didn't, and this is what I went with versus getting the X1. It worked for us for the price point. So again, the fuel tank, I wish it had another one. You could switch back and forth, but this one's just got one, 5 gallons, but I mean, you won't get stuck. It doesn't drink it that darn fast. So controls, I'll get up here. The controls, like any other unit, they come out with the key and the oil warning light that's there, digital read for the hours, fuel. Just filled it up to we just finished up the work week, and I just filled it up, so top full, ready to go on Monday. Choke, PTO switch, gauging the blades, RPMs. This thing kicks some good RPMs. It's got some good torque to it. It'll get through it. The SDX has the pins, and I've blown it out, so the pin's here. So put your foot on it, raises it up, pull that out, and you're down, back in position. Raise it up, just kick it, and it locks. It's a solid deck. I've hit a few things. I've nicked a couple blades on some roots, but I haven't had to adjust the deck. It sits in there solid. Again, the front fork wheels, they're pretty large. They are a 13 by 6.5. You can see those bad boys are wide. They won't rut it up too bad. And I guess the last thing I could say about this is, of course, one of the things I do was put a chute blocker on it. There's multiple ones out there on the market. I personally went with this one. This is a track vac. It's very simple. Again, this is just an accessory to this unit, but it works out great having that. It's a lot cheaper. It was about a third of the cost of some of the other deflectors out there. So again, 222 hours, no issues, just one broken spindle, warranted, easy, no problem. Hustle was easy to deal with, and that's it, guys. I mean, it's a great unit. If y'all got any questions, let me know. Be happy to answer. Again, there are very few videos out there on this, but I can tell you I've had this now a full year, 200 plus hours. I can give you a good thorough understanding and review on it, and I'm extremely happy. Very good value for the money you spend on this mower. So any questions, y'all leave them in the comments below. Check out my other videos. If y'all aren't subscribed, get subscribed. I got more stuff coming. I'm just thorough with what I do and what I choose to put online, so I won't BS you on any information. I'll be as honest as I can and put this stuff through day-to-day conditions. So I didn't want to post this video after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and tell you how great it was in the beginning. I had to see the tall tale of this thing getting through a year. So any questions, again, leave in the comments below. Till next time, y'all be good. Look for my video on the Trim Star coming up soon. Later.